To read number system. This is a class 9 मैथमेटिक्स एंड फर्स्ट चैप्टर. सो आज हम पढ़ेंगे नंबर सिस्टम. नंबर सिस्टम आपका फर्स्ट चैप्टर है. तो इसमें क्या पढ़ेंगे हम? देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ नंबर्स. मैथमेटिक्स इज द ऑपरेशन ऑफ नंबर्स. तो मैथमेटिक्स क्या है? मैथमेटिक्स सारे नंबर को लेकर ही मैथमेटिक्स हमें करना है. तो हमें जानना है तो कौन सा नंबर है, कितने नंबर है वो जानना है. तो इन फंडामेंटल वी हैव टू नो देयर आर ओनली नंबर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम माइनस इन्फिनिटी. द मिडिल नंबर इज जीरो and the last number is your infinity. Infinite, there is no end. Positive infinite means there is also no end in positive numbers. So zero always lie in middle. So let's see how many types of number we have divided. These are the numbers, but we have divided these to different units. Let's see different sections. Let's see how are they. First of all, we have natural number. Yep, we have natural numbers. So natural number always start from 1 to infinity. These are called natural numbers. Then we have whole numbers. Whole number always start from 0 to infinity. These are the fundamentals. You have to know this. Yeah. 0 to infinity. Then we have to add another minus infinity. Then some numbers are all start from minus infinity, 0 to infinity. These are called integers. Yeah, these are called integers. This symbol is Z, this symbol is W, this is N. These are the symbols. So there are three types of number: your natural number, whole number, integers. Then there are some type of number you may have seen in fractions. In P by Q form, they are called, yes, rational numbers. So these are called rational numbers, and some of them are irrational number. So these are irrational numbers. So there are different categories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are also many categories. There are some are prime number. You may take only prime number. You may take only odd number. You may take only even numbers. So there are many categories according to our use in mathematics. So these are only the operations of number. Your number system only is the operations of number and nothing else in that. So in exercise 1.1, let's come to exercise 1.1. What it says. एक्सरसाइज 1.1 विल सॉल्व नाउ. एक्सरसाइज 1.1. तो इसे हमें सॉल्व करना है. तो देखना है क्या है इसमें. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है आपका, ए जीरो ए रेशनल नंबर, कैन यू राइट इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पी बाई क्यू वेयर पी एंड क्यू आर इंटीजर एंड क्यू नॉट इक्वल्स टू जीरो. तो बोल रहा है कि पी बाई क्यू को अगर जीरो क्या एक रेशनल नंबर है, क्या उसे हम पी बाई क्यू के क्यू में लिख सकते हैं जहाँ पे क्यू नॉट इक्वल्स टू जीरो है, और पी और क्यू बोथ दोनों आपका इंटीजर्स है. तो यस, दिस इज टू. जीरो इज ए रेशनल नंबर इफ इट कैन बी रिटन एज जीरो बाई क्यू वेयर क्यू इज ए नॉन जीरो नंबर. सपोज जीरो बाई 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3. So these are rational number. Yeah, yes, true. You can write, yes, 0 is rational number. पेपर पेन में जो हो सकता है वो सॉफ्टवेयर में नहीं हो सकता है. पेपर पेन में जिस तरह समझा जा सकता है वो सॉफ्टवेयर क्या, आप कुछ भी यूज कर लो वो नहीं समझ पाओगे अगर आप पेपर पेन में ना समझ पाए तो. सॉफ्टवेयर सिर्फ आँखों को अच्छा लगता है लेकिन दिमाग उसे समझने में देरी कर लेती है. पेपर पेन से ज़्यादा बेहतर कुछ नहीं, क्योंकि फ़िलहाल हमें पेपर पेन में ही लिखना है ना, तो पेपर पेन सबसे बेहतर है आई थिंक. देन नेक्स्ट कम टू सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. फाइंड 6 रेशनल नंबर बिटवीन 3 and 4. When we are finding some numbers between two numbers, then we have to find those numbers. First is the initial number, the last number. The first number I have 3. Suppose I can take 6 by 2. This is the first number, and 4 is the last number, and I can write 8 by 2. This is our last number. So taking this consider, 7 by 2 is the middle number. We can find that we have find one number. Yeah. Now to have easy in this math, we have to find fraction now. 3.1, 3.2, like this. So getting 3.1, we will use now your fraction rational number type of. So we have to use rational number type of. Then let's see what maybe that like. So as 3 is the less and 4 is the highest number, So what we can use only 3 as the denominator. We can use 3 as the denominator maybe. Yeah, let's see. Then we can take suppose 5 by 3. No, that is not possible. 10 by 3. Yeah, 3.3. So 10 by 3 is possible. Another number 1 2. Leave that. We have to find only the middle numbers. It has asked find 6 rational number between, not including 3 by 4, but between 3 and 4. So 7 by 2, 10 by 3, 11 by 3, what we can find? 11 by 3, 3.6. So yes, 11 by 3 is also possible. Then your 12 by 3 not possible because that will be your 4. So that will be not possible. 8 by 3 is less than 3. So this cannot be possible. 8 by 4 suppose 2, sorry, 8 by 3, that's not possible. Yeah. Now 9 by 4 will be 2.25, that also not possible. So we can have 13 by 4, then 14 by 4. Yeah, 14 by 4 we can have that. 3.5, that is 14 by 4. So how many number we have now? 1 2 3 4 5. I think next number. So 15 by 4, I think, yeah, 15 by 4 possible. 15 by 4. So these are the 6 number. So next also we have the same question, find rational number between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Yeah, we have to find that. Let's go up to second page. So we have number 3 by 5. This is 0.6 and 4 by 5. Sorry, 4 by 5. This is 0.8. So we have to find number between 0.6 to 0.8. See how it is easy. You have to just put them in fractions so that it will be easier for you to solve this math. So we have to find number between 0.6 to 0.8. Now let's see what will be the number. Then if I will have 4 by I have 4 by 5, then let's increase the denominator or decrease it. 1 by 5, how it is? 1 by 5 is 0.2. Yeah, not possible. 1 by 5, yeah, 4 by 5, 0.8, that already has been given. Okay, decrease the denominator. Let's 4 by 3, 1.3, that also not possible. So we have found some number 7 by 10, 0.7. This is also in between 0.6 to 0.8. Then 4 by 6, 4 by 6 also the same. This will be 0.66 is also the same, also in between 0.6 to 0.8. And you can find also 5 by 7, that is 0.71. You know, this is also in between 0.6 and 0.8. Then 6 by 8. Yeah, this is 8, 6 by 8. This is your 8. It has become 4 like that. Yeah, 6 by 8 now, 0.75, then 7 by 9, 0.77. So we have got already 5 number. Then last true and false, whether we have to say whether it is true or not, that like questions. So state whether the following statement are true or false. Give reason for your answer. So every natural number is a whole number is false because whole number contains 0 and natural number does not contain any 0. Every integer is a whole number. No, integer contain negative number, so it is not true. Every rational number is a whole number. Also, rational number contain negative number, so it is also true. All are false. So exercise 1.1 already finished. Then we have to study irrational number. What's that? That's irrational. Irrational numbers. So what are irrational numbers? We have to study that. So rational number was P by Q form, where P and Q are integers, where Q not equals to 0. So irrational number is like square root of something. We'll study that. So in fundamental, irrational number are those numbers which are under square root. Yeah, which are under square root, like square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, square root of 15, 16, 17, square root of 18, square root of 19, like this. So which are under like this, square root of 2, this square root of 5. So these are irrational numbers. Who has found this? It has been found by Pythagoras. Yeah. Locate square root on the number line. So now we have in example 3, we have to locate the square root of 2 on the number line. Number line means you have to you know very well, this is from minus integer to 0 to positive integer. We have to locate where is root 2, where root 2 is located in the number line. It is easy to see how the Greek might have discovered root 2. Consider a square of OABC which each side 1 unit length c. So Pythagoras theorem, then you can see by Pythagoras theorem OB equals to square root of 1 square root of the finding the length of diagonal in a square. When we have to find the diagonal length, then we have to use your Pythagoras theorem, that is the square of 4. by the what is the formula for the diagonal length? Now the formula for the diagonal length is addition of square root of the addition of the square of two sides of a square, adjacent sides, two adjacent sides. Yeah. So if we have a square whose sides all are 1 unit in length, then in Pythagoras theorem its diagonal length will be square root of 1 square plus 1 square equal to square root of 2. How do we reference root 2 in the on the number line? Let's see. So let's go to the next page. So we have a number line like this, from minus infinity to plus infinity, inside in between 0. So this is the middle number. So here we have to give the number 0, then make a square here, and this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. So we have to find the diagonal length. Side all are 1, 1, 1, and this is 1. Also that means this is 1. That means this is also 1. Yeah, this length is also 1, this is also 1. So all are 1 unit. So now we have, this is your root 2. This value is root 2. So where is root 2? That has been indicated by the point P. Let's see why it has pointed indicator P as the root 2. Then this is A, this is 2, this is 3, but here is a point P. It indicates this is root 2. It has indicated point P as root 2. Let's see why it has indicated point P as root 2. We have just seen that OB equals to root 2. Using a compass with center O and radius OB, draw arc intersecting the number line at the point of corresponding to root 2 on the number line. So what we do, we take this as the center and OB as the radius. तो इसे व्यासार्ध लेकर हम यहाँ O को सेंटर मानकर हम एक क्या करेंगे, एक कंपास में एक चाप लेंगे. We'll take an arc. So arc will meet the line, number line here, the number P, and that is number as root 2. So now you know very well how the root 2 is found on the number line. Then we have to find same root 3 in the same method. We have the same, but here we have not used, I think, square. We have used a, let's see what we have used here.